guys. I just got done shooting on the range, 8 hours. So yeah, it's pretty hard day, very stressful day. A lot to remember. You know, since I'm a new shooter, it's hard. It's like, but I like it. I love it. I love being out on the range. This time I did a little better. I left happy. Hit some of my targets on sight. But I did pretty good. I left pretty content. Well, today's topic that I want to talk about, or blog about, or whatever, is I want to talk about schools and bullying. The reason why I chose this subject is because I went through a lot of it when I was in school. Now it makes me sad that we have more and more of it. We have more students that get hazed and bullied, you know, and they fear going to school every day because they're afraid for their safety. And I think it's just the stupidest fucking thing ever, you know. Bullies are pathetic. And if you notice something about bullies is they never bully you by themselves. They always have 3 or 4 people around them because they're cowards. That's all they are, you know. You really have to pick on somebody to make you feel better about yourself, because in reality we all know why you bully somebody. It's because you hate yourself, you're jealous, you're a coward. So try and make yourself look cool and make you feel better. You're gonna pick on that person just because you know that you can overpower them and they won't say anything. And our school system is a joke. It really is. Nothing ever gets done about it. I remember when I was at school, not that long ago, when I was in high school, sorry about that. I was saying, I remember I think it was my freshman year. I got a lot of, you know, high school, and you got a lot of wannabes, you got a lot of bullies, and it's just stupid because I remember one day I was in class and there was this guy behind me just throwing shit at me, the entire class, and then the teacher saw it, and you know, I was like, aren't you gonna say anything? He's like, and he just turns around and kind of smirks, or just kind of looked like he was laughing about it. You know, that's another thing about it, is teachers. You know, they're underpaid. Nobody really listens to them anyways. Once you get into like 7th, 8th, and up high school, it's like, I mean, they try and do their jobs, but I think that's something they need to pay more close attention to. It makes me sad because, you know, there's a lot of students that kill themselves because they just can't take it. They're going through hard times at their house, you know, divorce, and they're going through all these family problems, and then they go to school and they get picked on, you know, and they get picked on, they get harassed, and they just can't deal with it. They just can't deal with it, and they just finally end up taking their own lives, which is the saddest thing to me because I don't think nobody should have to go through that. That's why I fucking hate bullies more than anything. And bullying really, it doesn't really have to be as bullying. A lot of people think bullying, they think physical, like putting your hands on somebody, but the worst type of bullying is psychological bullying, you know, getting into somebody's head and just breaking them down from the inside, you know, because at the end of the day, wounds heal, scars heal, but it's that emotional impact that you leave on somebody when you instill fear into them. And that's why at my freshman year, after I was done, I just decided I was done with high school, and I ended up going to Job Corps trade school, and it turned out pretty good. I was just done with high school. I was done with all the stupid shit in high school, all the little cliques, wannabe gangsters. High school is just plain out stupid to me. It really is. We got outdated textbooks. We're underfunded. You know? That's just my opinion, but I just hate how, in general, high schools are that my bad, I meant to say I hate in general high schools how everybody has to be in a little clique. It's almost like jail, you know? You have your jocks on one side, you got your black African Americans, you got your Hispanics, you got your nerds. You know, really, if you look at it, it really is like being in jail, you know, because you have all these different cliques. You know, the thing I hate about bullying is that you can, if you've been through bullying, if you've been through it, they're like scars that never heal. And a lot of you that have been through it will probably agree. They're emotional scars that never heal. Because I would have loved to gone through high school 4 years and just, but it didn't work out like that. I had some idiots that thought they were cool, like, well, let's just give this guy a hard time, you know, and I could have lost my temper and I could have knocked somebody out. But that's not the way to do it. That's not the way to handle things. You know, I could have easily just swung at that person, but really, what would that have gained? Nothing. Just would have got me kicked out of school. So, what I want to say is, if you're still in high school and you're being bullied and you feel like nobody cares, because really at the end nobody really does care. You go to your teachers and they just tell you to deal with it. That's really what it comes down to. So if you're going through it, what I would suggest is don't fight unless you really have to defend yourself. When it comes to that point where that other person just keeps putting their hands on you, you know, and it goes on daily and daily and daily, and nobody's doing anything about it, I would just, and like you go tell the principal, the teachers won't do anything about it. Well, sometimes you have to fight, you know, sometimes it's just, you can only take so much. Just go ahead and fight them. I know that's just what the opposite of what I was just talking about, not to fight. But sometimes you don't really have a choice, you know. You can't just let it go on and let it go on and let it go on. You know, if you feel like oh, you're gonna fight somebody, and you know that they're stronger than you, and that they overpower you. You know, another good thing would be fight a bully not with your fist, but break them down psychologically. I don't know, a lot of you people don't understand what I'm trying to say, but like I said, that's all bullies are, is cowards. They're afraid, they're hiding something, they don't like something about themselves, so they want to be the cool guy, the cool person out of their group. So it's like they want that they want their friends to think that they're cool. And like a lot of the times, people that bully other people, they're straight up just miserable inside. Because who really, when you think about it, who really in their right mind wants to just make somebody else's day a living hell? There's just something wrong with those kind of people. And they're only doing that just to make themselves feel better. That's all it really is. So if you have any kids that are if you have any kids right now and they're going through bullying, you know, they're getting harassed, I would suggest that you go in, talk to the principal, talk to the teachers, and isolate. You know, by isolate I mean, you know, ask if your child could be moved to a different classroom, or if the other child could be moved to a different classroom, the one that's doing the bullying. Because bullying really starts in those elementary stages. That's where it really starts, and that's where you need to catch it. That's where that's where the teachers really need to step in and stop it. Because if you don't correct the problem at an early age, then later on, they're only going to get worse and worse. So I think the way to stop bullying would be to correct it at an early age. And sometimes you just need to have a talk with that other person, and ask him, what's your problem? Why do you insist on giving me a hard time? If you have a face-to-face conversation with him. That doesn't always work out, but it might. And if you do go up to a bully and you have a face-to-face discussion with them and they end up blowing you off, then you know that then you have to take it to the next level, and you might even have to take some legal action. Put a restraining order on that other person. Oh, I know that sounded silly, because I don't know if you could do that, put a restraining on somebody in high school, since they have to go to the same school. So I don't know how that would work out. But my advice is, if you feel like you're getting harassed at work or school, if you feel like you're getting harassed at school or work, talk to your boss about it. Because most jobs, they'll have an HR department that'll set it straight. And I know that was just my blog for the day. I'm gonna go home and relax, take a shower, get something to eat, and just probably spend tomorrow with my girlfriend. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I haven't seen her all week. I miss her a lot. It's hard when you only see somebody once a week. But she goes to school and she works, and I go to school and I work, so at the end it'll pay off. We both have our careers. We're trying to do it right. Get focused on our careers first, and then that way we can have a better future and not have to worry about money all the time. Well, that was my blog for the day. So if there's any topics you guys would like me to talk about, just post a comment and I'll talk about it. If you want to talk about politics, I'll talk about politics. I love politics. So yeah, just leave me a comment or something if there's a topic that you want me to talk about, and I'll see you guys later.